Hello everyone and welcome to another day of gourmet cooking at your house. So today I'm gonna show you how to make the best brunch meals that you will ever make. First of all, we'll need a pan with hot water and we're gonna place a bowl. In this case I'm using a glass bowl, but you can use a regular iron bowl on top. And I'm gonna crack 2 egg yolks. Now we will save the egg whites for later recipe. At this point I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard and start mixing it very gently. So the heat underneath your eggs doesn't need to be very high, otherwise you will overcook your eggs. Just have it on low heat and constantly mix it. Now what we're trying to do over here is to have a very thick consistency of the eggs. Not overcooked, but almost cooked. Once we reach that consistency, we're gonna add about 50 grams of melted butter that I pre-melted in a pan. When the consistency is like this, I'm gonna turn off the fire and start adding in the butter a little bit at a time, almost like a mayonnaise. So in order to prevent the bowl from moving, you can also just add a cloth. Just have it like this. Now at this point I'm gonna add a splash of water just to loosen it up a little. And carry on with the butter. So at this point, when the sauce has this consistency over here, I'm just gonna add a little bit of estragon inside. In this case I'm using dry one, but you can add fresh one if you want. And a little splash of salt. Give it a try. It's really good. It's just missing a little pinch of acidity, which in this case I'm gonna fill up by adding some vinegar. Just a few drips should be enough. Now that our hollandaise/béarnaise is ready, I'm gonna rest it on the side and carry on with cooking with the eggs. Alright, so right now that my version of the hollandaise is ready, I'm gonna carry on with cooking the poached eggs and toasting the bread and cooking the spinach. So first of all, I'm gonna pop the bread in the oven for about 3 to 4, maximum 5 minutes. I just want it to be nice and crunchy. I have the pot of hot water here that is warming up. I'm just gonna add a generous splash of vinegar. Switch on the fire for the spinach and add a drizzle of olive oil. At this point I'm gonna crack 1 egg in 1 coffee cup. The reason why I'm doing it is because it's going to be easier to control it while pouring it into the water. Now before the pan gets very hot, I'm just going to add a handful of spinach. It might look a lot, but don't worry, the spinach are going to shrink down and just have the right portion of it, followed by a generous pinch of salt. Now when the water is about to start boiling, it doesn't need to boil, but when it's about to start boiling, just give it a good mix. Make almost like a tornado inside. And with a very quick movement, drop the egg. Just give it a gentle mix all around. And right now we're gonna cook it for about 2 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna give a nice mix to our spinach. So as you can see, they're already shrinking down. And switch off the fire. So right now that our spinach are ready, our egg is almost cooked. We have our hollandaise sauce. I'm gonna take the bread from the oven. I'm gonna place the slice right in the middle. followed by a generous amount of spinach. So as you can see, we started with a whole bunch of it, but right now we have pretty much the amount for one slice of bread. Over here the egg is almost cooked. I'm just gonna gently pop it up and test it. It's still a little bit bouncy, so it needs probably 30 more seconds of cooking. So right now we are taking our egg out. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the beauty. Just gonna trim it off with the hands a little bit. Switch off the fire. And just place it on top of our spinach. Oh my god. Look at that. As a final touch, I'm gonna add the Hollandaise sauce on top. And just a fresh cut of chives. And just like this, my friends, in less than 10 minutes, here we have our perfect egg Florentine with spinach and my homemade Hollandaise sauce. And as a final touch, check this magic. And right now, enjoy!